Welcome back. So in this lesson, what we're going to do is we're going to look at how variables work, and we're going to use a serial monitor to help us do that. So I've got an Arduino set up. Once again, there's no circuitry involved since we're only using really the serial monitor and variables. And I've got some code here. Now the code I've copied into the workbench tutorial, so you can copy and paste it from there into your own Tinkercad and work along with it, or just follow the video. Okay, so here's basically I'll just get rid of the serial monitor for the time being. So here we've got our basic code. We'll run through that and we'll go line by line and try and work out what's happening. Basically, right at the beginning of your code, what we'll end up doing is creating all of our variables. Basically, in this program we've got one, but sometimes you'll have multiple variables, many variables sometimes. In this case we've just got one. The name of the variable, if you can remember from our lesson, a variable has a name, a type, and a value. Our name is our test variable, the type is int, and the value is 0. So that's the variable that we've created so far, and that's the only one for this program. The setup is pretty simple. You've seen it in the serial monitor before. It's just pretty straightforward. And most of the work in this program is done in the loop. And we will have a look at this loop very carefully. But first of all, let's just run the program, see what happens. So we'll open up the serial monitor. I'll clear it. So that just clears all the old lines. We'll start the simulation. I won't run it for very long. 1, 2, and then I'll stop it. Okay, so this is the output that we ended up with from that program. So it says hello 0, 10, finish. And then it says hello 10, 10, finish. And let's see what happened to generate that. So let's get rid of those notes for a start. So, okay, so we're in the loop really, pardon me. So we're going to be looking at how the loop works. And to start with, we've got a pretty obvious line in the loop that says hello, which we can pretty much pick up straight away here in the serial monitor. Okay, so that lines up pretty well. The only tricky thing here is these 3 /n's. Now /n is a special character that prints a new line on a terminal. So it basically gives you a clear line, which is why you've got these 3 blank lines at the front here. Quite useful if you want to clear some space on the serial monitor. So that's that line there. The next line says serial print line our test variable. Now our test variable is the name of our variable. And if you recall, right up the top, we set up the variable to have a value of 0. So our test variable is the name, and the value is 0. So what happens when the program's running is that whenever it sees the name, our test variable, it replaces it with the value, which is 0, and it prints it. In this particular case, it says print whatever the value of this is. So down here, you print a 0. The next line, this line here, what is happening is we're saying our test variable equals 10. And what that means is get rid of the 0 that was the value before in our test variable and put a 10 in there. And then finally, we're saying print the value of our test variable, which is now 10. And then we're saying print finished loop, which we print over here. Then we delay for 1 second, which is the delay between runs. Then we go all over again. And the interesting thing is, if we scroll down to the second part of the program, so this is the second time it ran. I'll just clear all of this. The second time it printed hello and then printed 10, 10. So the first time it printed 0, 10. This time it prints 10, 10. So why does it print 10 here? Well, once we've gotten to the bottom here, it goes straight back up to the top of the loop and starts here again, and it says hello, which it's done. And then it says print line our test variable, which is the value of our test variable. Now it's still 10 from the last time around, and it keeps that 10 until you tell it to change. So it then prints 10, and our test variable is set to 10 again. It prints 10 again, then it prints finish, and it keeps going around forever and ever, printing 10. Basically, if we let this go 50 times, it would print 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, like that. So this is a demonstration of how we can use variables and the serial monitor to help us watch how our program is running. Thank you.